Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. In this video we will talk about PTSD. PTSD is a mental health disorder and it stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. I want to give a quick disclaimer in the beginning. I'm not a therapist yet and this is also not a therapy session. So if you think that you may have PTSD, please visit a professional and talk to someone that can help you. In this video, we will just go through the key symptoms of PTSD and we will also talk about the effects of PTSD if you don't get a treatment for it. So if you are interested in this, keep on watching. As I already mentioned, PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. You can get PTSD by going through trauma like war, abuse, violence, or even seeing trauma like an accident or someone dying. Like every traumatic thing you can think about can cause PTSD. But it's also very important to say that not everyone who is going through trauma has PTSD. There are many causes and risk factors, which I will also tell you in the end. So what are the main symptoms of PTSD? There are 4 key symptoms, which we will talk about now. The first key symptom is intrusive thoughts. This could be nightmares, flashbacks, or even unwanted memories where the person is reliving the trauma that they had experienced again. These flashbacks and panic attacks can be caused by anything that is triggering the person and is reminding them of the trauma. But this is not always that obvious. The person may not even know why they had a flashback or a panic attack. So it's not always obvious. The second key symptom of PTSD is avoidance. So people that have PTSD try to avoid people or places that remind them of the trauma that they have experienced. They don't want to talk about it at all. And even if you want to help someone and talk to them, they may even leave because they don't want to talk about it. They may even get angry about you talking about it. So in general, they don't want to talk about it or think about it or do anything that reminds them of this trauma. The third symptom of PTSD is negative mood and thinking. So the person that has PTSD may think bad or negative about themselves, about others, about the world or their life in general, and they are losing interest in the things that they love to do. They disconnect from other people, so maybe also from their family or their friends, and they are not doing the things anymore that they love to do. This may also seem depressing and they are locking themselves in, don't want to go out anymore, and they have a very negative thinking in general. Something that people with PTSD even often have is that they feel guilty about the trauma that they have experienced. The last key symptom of PTSD is being on edge. What can this mean? The person that has PTSD may have trouble sleeping, they get angry easily, and they have a constant feeling of alertness, which is hypervigilance. So they always are on edge. They get angry easily. It's also maybe hard to understand their reactions to some things. Causes and risk factors of PTSD. So what's very important is how long and how intense the trauma was. This has a very big impact on becoming PTSD or not. Another very important aspect is if you already have mental health issues like anxiety or depression, because that means that your mental health system, your support system, is not the strongest and you are already diagnosed with other mental health issues. And if you go through trauma, the risk of getting PTSD is much higher than someone that has no mental health issues at all. The other very important aspect is if you have experienced trauma before, then your risk of getting PTSD is also much higher. As you can see, there are many different reasons why someone could get PTSD and also many causes and risk factors. As I already said, not everyone who went through trauma has PTSD automatically, but it leads to an increased chance. So visiting a therapist is very important. But what are the effects of PTSD without treatment? PTSD without treatment can lead to anxiety, depression, substance abuse. You can have troubles in your daily life, trouble in your relationships, trouble with your family, your friends. But with the right therapy and the right support, you can recover and you also can learn to live with PTSD. So in conclusion, PTSD is a mental health disorder which can appear when someone went through trauma. Trauma could be abuse, violence, war, or anything that is traumatic. PTSD without treatment can have a very big impact on your life, but with treatment there's always a way out of it and you will start to feel better after therapy. And you will also learn what to do if you have panic attacks or flashbacks. So this was it with my video about PTSD. I hope you could learn something out of it and I hope you also liked it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more videos like this about different mental health issues, please let me know in the comments and I will try to record more of it if you like it. And yeah, see you in the next videos. Bye bye!